Hey everyone, I'm Alexander. I'm going to take you through the new Rohloff E14 2.0. We've started to get some of these in now and they're really cool. So we'll start with the base, which is the Rohloff hub. What it is a 14-speed gearbox built into your rear wheel. Now, the Rohloff, if you've never heard of it before, has a really impressive reputation. It is a virtually indestructible gearbox, really reliable, really heavy duty, and awesome for touring, commuting, whatever you want to use it for. It's super low maintenance. We just change the oil every now and then, and yeah, that's about all there is to it. Built onto that foundation of the really solid hub now though, we have an updated electronics platform. We've got a new shifter. Now, being electronic, really easy to operate. You are just hitting a button. You're not pushing through any cable friction. You're not having to twist or spin a shifter. If you've got, a bit of arthritis in your hands, you're starting to have trouble managing that with your current bikes, these can be a really good option. We can go one step further now with the new system. If you don't want to shift it at all, it'll now run automatic. So if you're on a really long tour, commuting to work, whatever reason it may be, it's one less thing to focus on. Being able to have that bike automatically take care of the gearing for you and make sure that you're in the correct gears all of the time really leaves you a lot of extra room to focus on your riding, where you're going, and just getting there. So just a little walkthrough on how all of the E14 controls work. So it's all integrated into the system, so the bike knows exactly what's happening. The first thing I'm going to mention is we've got a gear indicator here, so we're currently in gear 7 of 14. Now, you can change this setting, but this is the default, at least on this bike, that when it comes to a complete stop, it's gonna automatically bring itself back to that gear 7 or whichever other one you've set it to be your ready to take off again gear. Now, with the new shifter, it's in a way better position than the old one. This is really ergonomic now to operate. We've got the downshift button there, the upshift there. You also have the option to pull this as a trigger from the front for your upshifts. Every time I change the gear, it's gonna reflect what we're currently in up on that screen. And now the other hidden thing here is this little M indicator. That means currently we're in the full manual mode, so the bike is only gonna change gear when I request it from the shifter. If I actually grab both of these toggles and pinch them together, we'll come through to A for automatic. When we're in automatic mode, the bike is going to shift itself to target the set cadence or pedaling speed that we've set it to. So we can ask for a more relaxed, slower pedaling speed or a sporty, faster one, whatever's preferred by the rider. When you are in automatic, you always have the option still to override that shift and go up or down additional gears if you feel the need for it in that scenario. So if you want to punch up a short little hill, pop down an extra gear or two so that you're a little bit higher cadence, making good power just to pop up that hill. And then you can come back to your more cruisy standard setting after that. If I pull it one more time together, we'll go into the manual plus mode. Now, this is a little bit interesting. I think it's super cool because for me, I like to control my gears myself, but the advantage of this is that when we're not pedaling and we're either gaining speed down a hill or losing speed up a hill or coming to a, slowing down up to a set of lights, etc., it's actually going to pre-select the correct gears so that when I resume pedaling, I'm in a suitable gear to take off again. So especially if you're off-road riding something like those river crossings at the rail trail, it means that you're not gonna have to worry too much. You come down into that dip into the creek, and when you start pedaling again to punch back up the other side, it'll just be ready to go. No, oh, I'm in the wrong gear, I've stuffed it, I've got to go try again. So really super cool. And then when you are pedaling, you'll still be manual shifted from there. So you want to go up or down additional gears, just shift per normal manually. One other hidden little thing in here, which is just how to select that set pedaling speed that you want to ride at when you're in the automatic or the manual plus modes. If I hold down the enter button on my controller and I go across one screen, we end up in the set cadence for the electronics shifting. If I want a slower cadence, just for comfortable cruisy pedaling, a lot of the time 65, 70, around that range is really nice. If I'm doing a really sporty ride that day and I want a little bit more power out of myself and the motor, it's usually recommended to be a little higher, around the 75, 80 range. When we're done with that screen, it'll either automatically time out or we can just go back and leave the menu there. So definitely worth having a play with, because we all have our sort of comfortable natural speed there. And once you find the set point that works really well for you, it's just a fantastic experience.